welcome.
Hello.
Hey, everybody.
Midnight Madness. So, how's everybody doing? This is our first Midnight Madness. We're going to change some things up a little bit for you, but first things first, we have a surprise guest. And you guys have to guess who the guest is. The people here that you see in the boxes, we already know. But you guys have to guess who the guest is. And this person is somebody that most of you know. All of you might not know, but most of you know. I would say based in America, but can travel. And I like this. Thank you, Stephen. You made my day. Bingo. And this person, here's the biggest clue that we have for you. And if we give you this clue, you should know exactly who this is. So this person is writing an epic. Chris, I'll let you finish.
This person is writing an epic novel. I read the prologue myself, and my jaw was on the floor. It was like so epic, so good. This person might be the next Stephen King.
I know, in a series. It's going to be a series.
Yes.
And I will tell you also that this person that's our guest has shared the images of, you know, the good and the bad people, the heroes and the villains. And I'm really digging the pictures. And she knows why, because we already chatted about it. Okay, guys, who is our guest? Who do you guys think in chat? It's up to you. We can't bring our guest in until you guys guess.
Yes.
We're gonna be here forever. So Kathy, they think it's you. Maybe I don't know. Is the mic on? Or a mic on? A lot of people here. Okay. Not me.
No.
I love that. Oh, well, there's a lot of answers of I hope not. So let's go ahead and bring in our guest. It is Awen.
Yay.
Tell us about this epic series.
Yeah, you guys are so nice. No, it's just a really big fantasy series. Like, I just one day all of a sudden had this idea, and then it just has sort of turned into like this whole world of things, and it's super fun to create, even if nobody ever reads the book. Like, I'm having a blast.
That's what happens with every great writer, you know?
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get David Randall in here too. I agree with Chris. I read the prologue as well, and it is it's amazing.
It's great to have so many creative people on Wiki Tree.
We have a ton for sure.
You have so many creative people on the site. You know, I have a webcomic. Awen has a book coming out. Sandy has a podcast.
So, Awen might have a podcast. Sandy, Awen might have a podcast. You know,
yeah, we've talked about doing one.
Yeah, I just need my life to be my own for 5 minutes a week, and it's on. It's on.
Yeah.
Get better. Everybody, you see the right? Go ahead and type the word checkers. That is the word of the hour to get a chance to win a prize.
Hi, David.
Hey, Awen.
How you doing, David?
I made it. I don't know what was wrong with my link. It wasn't working.
I love this question. This is the question. Oh, the hour, Awen.
I'm gonna shoot for like around my birthday in 2025. So like spring 2025, maybe sooner. There's a lot of world building, and it just takes time. So I'm trying to do it.
If I were you, I would get some help from get from Emma Macbeth, because she wrote some books too. So you can talk to her about everything.
Oh, I agree with Aaron. What a cool birthday gift to yourself.
Right?
Yeah. That really is. And all of us, of course, will be in certain locations around the country as you do your book tours. And we do expect to be, VIPs,
But
VIP. whatever you.
Do I book tour as a forest elf? Is the question.
What happened to Chris's voice? Chris, we lost your voice.
My microphone's not muted.
There you go.
There you are again.
Oh, did I mute it?
No. Hey. Don't put me in a corner.
Okay, guys. So this is Midnight Madness, as you guys know, and we kind of do a lot of different crazy things. The first night is kind of, quiet and calm. Tomorrow night is more thoughtful questions, and then the next night is the last night, and that's where we get downright silly. And last Thon, it got really, really silly on that last night because we're tired. We're all still in it, and we're all still doing the profiles and the sourcing and things like that. And to start that off, let's go ahead and Darren, you are the man. Let's talk about stats. And right now, we are at 14,827 that have been sourced.
Nice.
Right, so can we start down the bottom?
We can start down the bottom. There we go. Okay, everybody, don't look. I get vertigo sometimes when people do this. So. Okay,
So
let's see Dusty, and that's a hard. This is the team that does those really hard ones.
yeah, so the thing I'm going to do this time is sort of see which teams are sort of really competitive against each other, and then there'll be one team that sort of they've got a lot to work on. So at the bottom you've got Musty Dusty's. They've got 4 profiles, but they're only 3 profiles behind Team Austria, which has got 7 profiles. Yeah, 11.
Team Austria has a new member. Usually, Alesh is there too. They've got a new member. That's really cool. They're growing.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, then you've got 11 to go up to the French fries. Got 18 profiles. Okay, and then going up to the Sunshine Sweepers, there's only 4 difference there. They've got 22 profiles. And they're equal with the Banyan Tree as well. So 22 profiles there.
I don't think we've seen that. Where's Greg?
And then we'll just slowly go up a bit. Want to do it sort of about 10 difference. So keep them going up, please. Oh, yeah, there it is. The no-name team is 10 behind Team Massachusetts. So no names. So these are the people who sort of haven't signed up for a team. They've done 70 profiles, which all helps. And they're 10 behind. They are 10 behind Team Massachusetts, who's got 80 profiles. And they're 8 behind Team Le Charme, who's got 88 profiles. Okay, and then we'll just go up a little bit more. The Southern Cross Stars and the Smoking Snakes, they're both at 174.
Wow, that's twice that we have that.
Twice, got 2 teams to go. Right, go up a little bit more slowly. More. Oh. Right up here. Okay, then we've got the TV crew. They've got 297 profiles. And they're 3 behind Team Italy. It's got 300 profiles.
Nice.
Which is 5 behind Team Newt. It's got 305 profiles.
There you go.
Okay, and there we go again. So going up to difference between Germany Genies and Team Newt is 8.
And if you guys see your team, feel free. Shout out, who you're on. So we got the Newts and the Germany Genies. We're still going up?
Yeah, it's still going up. Yeah. We'll keep going up. Okay, Toddling Tortoises. 342 profiles. And they're only 1 behind the little team on the prairie with 343. So that's a price gap.
So let me ask you guys in chat and then here. If you were looking at the stats and you see this, is this a motivation? You're like, oh, there's only 1. If I was like, the team below, And then would you go in your team Discord and really cheerlead? And then what about the team that's just one ahead? Is that like oh, we really got to hustle? That's kind of how we play it in our team.
Right, so let's go off of it. Okay, Brave Guardians. We've got 367. They is it 6? Yep, 6 behind the Northwest Terriers at 373. And they're one behind. What is it?
Yeah, go ahead.
No.
Who are they
I did not think this through properly. Yeah, Morgan, August. No, I do apologise. That is way beyond my pronunciation.
Let's keep going.
Okay. Keep going, please.
Okay.
Okay.
That's a new name too, Missouri Cousins.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Can keep going.
And then the Splendid Spruces that came out of the games last year. They liked hanging out with each
Just
other.
want to stop it.
It's up here.
Yep. Flying Dutchman is 529 profiles,
Okay.
and they are 10 behind the Wizards of Oz.
There we go.
Okay, so they've got 539. Right, and then we'll just keep going. Oop, here we go. Southern Super Sweepers.
Oh, there we go.
563 profiles, and they're 4 behind the Tree Nuts. They're 567.
You know, I'm really glad you did this because everybody is just right there from getting in the next place.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize it was this close.
Yeah, we'll do the Mighty Maple Leaves at 594. They're 11 behind, what is it, the Nordic Noir. That's 605. And then I think it should be the big one. Yes.
Oh, this is the top 3, right?
Okay. Yeah, so 10 Roses, 747. But there's a big gap of 1,049 profiles.
To catch up to.
Appalachia Roots.
Do I got anybody in chat gonna help me out here? I don't know. We'll see.
No biscuits?
Yep, there. Thank you, Darren.
Okay, so 1,796, and you are only 34 behind the Mighty Oaks. What's there? I think 1,830. So there is quite a few teams that you're so close.
You really are.
Hopefully that will give you some motivation.
Okay,
but of course,
so
every source counts.
Do you look
Every
at the
source counts.
Do you look at the scoreboard? You guys in the studio and you guys in chat, do you look at it like regularly, hourly?
Yeah, I look at it every once in a while.
I usually am pretty neurotic about it, but this time I'm about hourly. It really kind of depends, and I like how everybody's telling me their personal goals. Somebody has only so many to go before they get to go to bed, so that's kind of funny. They're making sure that they get, I think, 100, and they're not going to bed until they get that.
I usually get like 100 by like Sunday, but sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I tend to set short goals. Like I want to do 10 while I'm sitting down right now. And do that 10, then I can decide if I want to do another 10.
Well, for me, it's more like, will Antonati work or not? Because sometimes it slows down. And if that slows down, then that slows down my progress, and all that happens.
Oh, this is great too. I'm motivated by my personal best for your team. That's really teamwork. That's really cool too. And I joined the Southwest Shiners, but apparently not showing on the table. So what you need to do is reach out to Azure, and she will help you out.
You also need to make sure you click the challenge tracker too.
Yeah, make sure you, and or let us know what your WikiTree ID is, and we might be able to help you out as well too. Now, it looks like a lot of people like to check not too often, and check the team user sheet. That's the one I use as well. I think I look at the team user versus the overall team that we have. Okay, so I've got a little bit of classwork for everybody. So if you're in chat and you can do this, bring up your personal profile. And what we're going to do, since checkers is the word, we're going to talk about connection checkers. And let me bring that screen up for everybody. I was shocked. I was telling everybody I was so shocked that I have some close connections to Italians. I didn't expect that. So what I want everybody to do is go to your homepage or your personal profile page, and I'll show you mine. And Ian, the programmer extraordinaire, has created a new table. So if you scroll all the way down, and this is a WBE WikiTree browser extension option to sort them by number. So who's going to beat me at 18 degrees? Who is closer to anybody in the featured profiles this week than 18 degrees?
Well, I can tell you right now, second cousin, one of the people on the list. But I'm not going to put that on the thing because I don't want to cheat. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a 17.
You're at 17?
I have a 16 and a 17.
Okay, who's your 16?
My 16 is Martin Scorsese.
Really interesting. Awen?
I have an 18.
18. I mean, 18. I have 3 18s. Awen, do you have 1 18?
I just have one. Valentino.
That's my choice. Good choice. Chris, is that your cat?
Rudolph Valentino is 17.
Is 17 for you.
And
So
that's what I have. Rudolph Valentino at 17 also.
My second closest is Frank Sinatra. I can tell you that much. But.
okay, so
That
we
was
got
mine.
a lot of 17s. Okay, who can beat 17? Anybody beat 17 for the closest degree?
Well, I had 16 on Martin Scorsese.
Okay, so that's right. So anybody beat 16? Who's got something closer than 16? Frank Sinatra at 16.
Yeah. My closest is 18.
That's mine too. Anybody got somebody closer than 16? Okay, because you know where I'm going with this, everybody. Where I'm going with this is my longest connection is Guy Lombardo at 28 degrees. Who can beat me and have somebody longer than 28 degrees?
I have Lombardo at 30.
30.
I think I've got someone at 30. Yep. I've got Pascal Alredo at 30.
Oh,
I have 31. I have 31 with Guy Lombardo.
we have a 13. Judy,
Whoa.
I think you are the lowest that we have here. Okay, so we've got
13 connected to who?
Martin Scorsese.
Oh, okay.
A 35. Is 35 our highest? Aaron, what was yours? 30?
30?
30? Okay, Vicky, so far, 35. Okay, now the reason why we're doing this in checkers is because we would like you guys to know that every week there are 12 feature profiles, and everybody sees them, and they come out on Tuesday, and everybody sees them and kind of excited to see how close you are. And then there's something called connection checkers. And this is where Awen and I are kind of like, okay, let's see if we can get people to play the checkers game, because I'm not sure if you guys are understanding the checkers game as well. And before we do that, if I show you Ian McCall's lovely table, it should be a WBE, I think, option. And it shows you the feature profiles, people, and yourself, and how you're related and how they're related to each other. That's kind of cool. That one's kind of cool. Okay, so let me go over to the connection checkers. And if you play connection checkers, you've played connection checkers. Used to be connection combat. Was that it, anyone?
Connection combat.
Combat, yeah. So connection checkers, let us know if you played it. And what a lot of people are doing is they are copying this table and then coming over to G and telling us their connection, which is fantastic because some people actually know their connection and they're excited to share it. But then what we're asking you to do is verify. And I love this colored one. This is from Jean, and Jean plays every week. So what you do is you take, say your shortest, Judy had 13 degrees. You can take your shortest and you verify the connection. And to verify the connection, you take yourself and then the next profile in the connection path and make sure that the sources match that relationship. So if it's a parent-child, it could be a birth certificate, it could be a census, it could be a death, something like that. If it's a spouse situation, it could be a census, it could also be a marriage certificate. Sometimes even death certificate, you'll see that on there as well. And that's what Jean has done. So she has verified the path between her and Marconi. And she's made sure that every one along the path is sourced to match the relationship of the one that she's working on next. And that's why I wanted to know who had the longest, because there is one player every week, Carrie. She's, I believe, on the Nordic team. She does all of her featured connections, and sometimes they're really, really long. She had one at 50 a couple weeks ago, and she verified every single one of them.
That's awesome.
And I like it. And Shonda does. Thank you, Shonda, because Shonda usually does all of them as well, if she's able. And so come on board, play the connection checkers with us. You'll see me. You'll see A1. We'll sit there and we'll chat with you. But I also like it when you guys share things. And a lot of times I'll get information. This was really cool. So this went through an American heiress, and she was quoted as being a beautiful, green-eyed, raven-haired daughter of a well-respected, sophisticated hotelier and self-made multimillionaire. And she had a voracious appetite for social recognition and success. Aowen, that sounds like you could write a book on that. That just is, but translated into a fantasy series.
Yeah.
You know how they did like Jane Austen vampires?
Yep.
So try and do that.
That'd be fun.
That would be. Okay. The tracker. Flo is saying the tracker can be the tracker. I will show this, and actually I'm going to come over to something that Chris wanted to show as well. So for the tracker, Azure showed this at the last hangout, and I'm going to show it again, and then I'm going to show you something really kind of cool with this, if I can figure this out really quick. So the connection tracker, if you make an edit, and you guys have seen that green button after you're done edit, if you click on that, it'll take you to the screen where you can say that you added whatever source you did for the Source-a-Thon. And we should say, if you're doing any other monthly challenge this weekend, the trackers are not there. It's only Source-a-Thon tracker this weekend. But what happens if you go too fast and you forget to hit that green tracker button? Or if you're like me, you start zoning out or talking to your dog that's behind you and wanting your attention, and you can't remember if you actually did click that tracker button, don't worry. Alesh has this little simple tool that will take out duplicates. But let's just say you want to know. If you come up to the WikiTree ID, does not work on your own profile though, and then the challenge tracker, and then you can type in what you added. So maybe you added a birth certificate, maybe you added census, you can add in that information. A little tip that we found out too, if you notice on the right, the options aren't showing. If you deselect this Source-a-Thon and then select it again, it comes back up. But here's a cool thing. So for me, I can't remember if I did the tracker on this. I love this part. Same tracker button. If I come up and click on the tracker button, it should show here if you've already done it. And actually, this is really cool. One of my teammates already added a source. That means I'm not going to do it again. So that's kind of cool with the tracker button. And then let me bring over the challenge. Somebody had a question about, this will be a good one. Well, Eric says he's not gotten the tracker button on any profiles I edited. Eric, are you using the drop down? That would be my question. And why not sourcing challenge on Saturday not going? I think what it is that people will click on that particular tracker, get confused. Excuse me 1 minute. They will get confused. There's a frog in my throat. Hey, when you explain.
They'll get confused.
Okay. So the reason why the sourcing challenge, I think she's asking for the Saturday sourcing challenge. Why the tracker isn't there is because sometimes people for the Source-a-Thon will click that.
Yeah.
And
well,
then,
I don't think they do a sourcing challenge during the Source-a-Thon.
it doesn't make sense because I know not everybody signs up for the Source-a-Thon, but it's just really confusing as you're doing the tracker.
Yeah, I think that's the main reason is they don't have one.
That's kind of why. And Eric said that he's been using the drop down. Well, we know also that Eric, let me see if I can bring it up. Eric has created something for WBE that is a tab on profiles that show the suggestions if there are errors. So I'm going to say, Eric, you're really good at figuring stuff out. I'm not sure why you have to use the drop down every time. We could all use the different challenges during the wiki games. Not sure, because this one's a Source-a-Thon. And then remember to click checkers. Okay. Chris, you wanted to go over something?
Yeah, I want to talk about sometimes when you're sourcing profiles and you find some, like on the errors on the WikiTree plots, you'll find some profiles like this, right? Which has no sources, but there's a green lock. What do? Well, you can message AON to see about getting that profile unlocked, or you could just report the user in general too. So sometimes maybe you can like send a private message to that person. But if that person hasn't been active in like a decade, there's not really much you can do. Right?
I guess to do a ask to be on the trusted list.
Yeah.
And usually, you know what I'll do? If I don't really want to be on the trusted list, but what I want to do is add a source. Sometimes I'll do this trusted list request and give them the source and say, does anybody add the source? I know that Melanie was talking about this in the earlier one. They will add it as comment as well. But if it's not connected, that's something else that you'd want to get into. And I don't know if you're going to get an answer within 72 hours. What do you think, Chris?
Probably not, because some people probably wouldn't care about. Some people might not even remember they have a WikiTree account, and it's just like forgot about it. Don't have a login either. So when that happens, you should probably contact the help and just go from there.
And this has been a pretty big question that we've had as we're going along. Okay, before we let you guys go, still type in the word checkers. Then we're going to do just a couple bit of fun things of trivia. And the question that I have, nobody knows this. No, I haven't told anybody this. And I would have got them wrong for sure. So I'll tell you that too. So if you're ready for just a couple easy trivia questions. What is the oldest family tree known? These are all genealogy type
In the
questions.
world?
Yep. The oldest family tree known. And I'll give you guys a hint. I had to ask Elaine with Jewish roots because I thought that maybe some of the profiles were on WikiTree, and she helped me out. I was wrong.
I found it. All right.
No, you cheated. You cheated.
Of course I cheated. I don't know offhand.
Okay, so Chris, who is?
The oldest family tree is... Actually, no. That's not it.
It's supposed to be
it's
Lori's.
yeah.
L-U.
Oh, yeah. That is it.
Yes, Lori's.
Yeah, it's the Lori family tree, yeah.
The other thing I wanted to show you guys too, which is kind of cool. Let me bring up another one. If you have WikiTree B installed and you're here at Wikipedia, if you go up to tools, if there's a WikiTree profile, this would be a link. Isn't that kind of cool?
Oh, that's cool.
I know. So from Wikipedia, you can instantly just go to that profile. The other cool thing is with notables, and David is our notables guy, you have to have the Wikipedia/Wikidata link. And you can type that in manually. It's a lot of work. So instead, you can just come up here, click the brackets, which is the template, not the link. Just copy it, and there is your template. And you just put it smack dab in the profile. But I really love this. If there's a person on WikiTree, if there's a profile, it could have a link.
And if you don't have WikiTree B and you click on Wikidata item, which is right above there, the WikiTree link will be at the very bottom of the page. The WikiTree link. So you'd have to scroll down to the bottom.
Yeah, but this one doesn't have. This one doesn't have a WikiTree.
Oh, it doesn't have. Oh, because it's BC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, but if it did, it'd be right here. It would be linked right there.
Yeah. But only if you have WikiTree B.
Yeah, only if you have WikiTree B preview or the other one. So that one's pretty good. Link to profile flow says also works from Find a Grave, and that's true. If you have Find a Grave with WikiTree B, there'll be a little WikiTree button. That's pretty cool. And Flo will have to explain to everybody, since he's here and I don't see Ian, why WikiTree B is not on a map. Okay, so next trivia question.
But again, if Anne doesn't have WikiTree B, she can click on Wikidata item.
Yeah.
Go to the bottom, and there'll be a link to WikiTree at the bottom of Wikidata.
But just get B, because B does a whole bunch of things. It creates SimCats, and then, like I said, you just click on it, and there's your source. Just click and copy. Okay, so more trivia. Let's see, the question that I just asked you guys, that's the one that I got wrong, because I thought the answer to this next one was it. So what is the biggest known family tree for genealogy?
Probably Charlemagne's, I think.
No, I'm going to say Genghis Khan.
Right.
The nation.
Okay, let's see. Any guesses from the audience? Let's see what you guys think.
Someone royal. That doesn't help much.
No, I think it does. It eliminates me and my farmers. Okay.
Hey, they could be rich in spirit.
Anne is close. Anne is very, very close.
Yeah.
Very close. Okay.
Yeah.
Confucius.
That's all I was thinking of. I couldn't pronounce it.
There you go.
So this family tree is one of the biggest ones, which is also known as the longest traceable bloodline. We're not talking DNA, really. We're not going there. But this is amazing to me, and you could just keep going for this. So that one's kind of interesting as well. And you guys, both of you, Aowen and Dave, kind of hinted around on this. So here's a trivia question that Aowen cannot answer, and neither can Dave. So look, let's eliminate you guys because you guys know this one by heart. Does WikiTree have profiles, say, born before the year 0, going back to Adam and Eve? What does everybody think?
What the question again?
Does WikiTree have profiles before the year 0?
No, we do not have those profiles. That would break the website at hard.
No,
and
not supposed to, but I have seen a profile for someone who represents someone born before year 0, but they didn't have the dates done properly.
And this is a really good question because we're talking about sourcing, right? This is a source-a-thon. Who wants to source those profiles?
But we don't have any ancient times profiles from like.
So and look, everybody, you're doing really, really great. So everybody's saying that. So from the head cheese, Chris Whitten himself, he has said, no, we don't. A decision was made years ago to limit it to people born after year 0.
So only people born between the last 2,000 years. Sorry.
And nobody born BC, BCE can be entered on WikiTree. So you do not need to source that. That's good news too. Okay, one last question. And this one kind of relates to Azure and Aowen and Mags and Julie. This will be fun. And WikiTree Day. I know, look at Chris. Chris is like, what? Okay. Who knows what a cubicle party is?
Yeah,
I know.
So if WikiTree Day is coming up, and Azure has been doing link builders. Chris, you and I have done a couple cubicle parties with the ambassadors. With that,
and I did a research party for the Italy project a couple days ago too.
And also, Elaine with the Holocaust Project has the Auschwitz initiative, and every month, I think it's on the 25th of the month, is a cubicle event. I'm not going to call it a party because it doesn't seem appropriate for that one, but a cubicle event where she's always there to answer questions. If you want to help with the initiative, she's trying to get all of those from Auschwitz onto WikiTree. She just expanded the deadline to the end of next year, but she's a wealth of information. It's very easy to enter those profiles, and I guess I should mention too, if you have P. It's very, very easy. So a cubicle party is where you join up on a Zoom, for example, and chat on a particular topic. Link builders, ambassadors, the Auschwitz. Chris has the research party coming up. Chris, have you put the GGG up for the WikiTree Week research party?
Yeah.
It's up there on GGG?
Yeah.
Oh, if you find that link, feel free to drop it in the chat.
Yeah.
So for those of you that, if you have a brick wall, or if you're stuck on say, an Italian or a German.
Yeah.
I mean, David, what about you? You've got a group coming from Global.
Yeah. In fact, what I'm going to... Oh, actually, what I'm going to do is what I did for the research party. I saw some questions we didn't get to, so I'm probably going to work on those for WikiTree Day. So might as well, man.
Because we're looking at about a month away. On the 9th will be research parties. You do have to have some research done on the profile, and it has to be like something that you've actually looked at and researched. You're going to go to the appropriate G2G. If it's Italy, you're going to go to the one that Chris has. If it's Germany, you're going to go to the one that Flo has. David, you're going to have an Eastern Europe, I think, right?
We're doing Eastern Europe. I don't have the list of countries with me, but that'll be Russia, Poland, Ukraine, Belarus, that region in there.
So think about this, guys. So if you have a brick wall going back to Russia, for me, I would not know how to do that. I've researched it as far as I can go. And then what I'm going to do is post up on the G2G that David has for Eastern Europe and give the profile.
Which is not up yet, but I will have it up.
Give the profile that I'm looking for and say, I need help with this profile with Russia. They're going to take the next 30 days to research it, and then everybody's going to convene at a certain time that's already been selected on the 9th of November for a cubicle party. See how I tied that all in? I don't know what the internet saint to be. What's the internet saint to be?
Oh, there's I don't know what the questions we were asking, but there is a young man who was an internet whiz who passed away and is now been slated for sainthood.
Oh, really?
I don't know if for sure that's what she's asking, but that would
Might be.
What I would.
So that would be a notable, right?
Oh yeah, he's lived just recently.
Would be a
I mean,
notable.
since the internet.
Okay, guys. So we're going to let you guys get back to sourcing. The next hangout will be with Alesh. Feel free to ask him any Ask Alesh questions. He loves those questions during the next hangout. And if you have any questions that maybe the sourcing or the tracker is not there, not working, feel free to ask him those questions as well. We will see you tomorrow, same time, same place.
No, we won't.
We won't? At midnight?
No, because you need to do the prize.
No, I know. I'm not done yet. Not done.
Okay.
Not done. So we will see you guys tomorrow, same time, same place. And we're going to have the more serious, deep questions on what type of genealogy would you rather do? And then we'll have the silly ones. Last chance to enter checkers. There we go. Thanks, David. There's a saint. Okay. Let me share my screen. If it will let me. 1 second. Let's see, who is it? Who is it? Randy Dodge, congratulations.
Yay, Randy.
Congratulations. And what we will do is post the link to the prize. There's a lot of prizes donated this time, weren't there, anyone? A lot of cool prizes.
Yeah, cool prizes from Wiki Trees.
And give me like 5 minutes, Randy, and then I'm going to post this link here in the chat. Then go to the G2G and tell us what you want. There's a lot of cool choices still left. Do they reset each day, anyone? Or
No, everything's there. So
okay. You know, last year somebody was giving their Swedish cottage for a week. I thought that
yeah,
That's
that was
right.
pretty epic.
I thought that was really cool. Okay, guys, have fun sourcing, and we will see you guys this time next midnight. And look forward to Ask Alesh. I know it's not really, but it's a hangout. It's a hangout. Bye, guys. Thanks everybody for joining us. Hey, thanks
Good night,
for
everybody.
being our guest.
That was fun.
Bye.